Hey, thanks for coming back to my channel this week. And this week we're gonna keep on celebrating spooky season by doing our nails. I've got a whole bunch of Halloween colors here. I'm gonna do each nail a different design, and I'm just gonna show you how I'm doing my nails for spooky season. Here are all the colors I'm working with. All sorts of spooky season colors. I've got a couple different tools here. This is a thin brush, so that's good for adding detail. I've got these little brushes here, and on the other side of the brushes there are these little ball tools, which are very handy for my spooky nails. I have my cosmetic sponge here. This is what I use to do the candy corn. So the first thing we need to do is get a base. And I want to decide, I'm gonna do one hand. I'm gonna do the other hand the same patterns. I'm gonna do one hand on camera for you. I know I want one to be candy corn, and I want one to be drippy, and I want one to be Frankenstein. I could do eyeballs on one. Another thing I'm going to need, which I should have already got out, is my scrap paper of nail polish. Now, I already filed my nails the other day, so I'm not starting with filing them today. I think on this one, we're gonna do eyeballs. So I want that to have a black background. This one, we're gonna do drippy stuff. It's gonna look creepy. This one, I want this color green. But if I just put this color green down, it never shows up right. I think I have to put white down first if I remember correctly. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, we'll just do 2 coats of this green. That'll be all right. Ooh, it's like a really good slime color. And then I think my first nail, I'm gonna do candy corn. Yep, so I'm just gonna leave that blank. And then my thumb, we'll do purple. I am gonna need 2 coats of that purple too, because that's pretty thin. Because I know I'm gonna be doing this one in candy corn, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a white base. The white is only going to get 1 coat because I'm gonna sponge on the candy corn colors on top of it. So I'm gonna let those dry, I'm gonna do my other hand, and then I will be back. Alright, so these have dried a little more. I added a second coat to the green and the purple, and I did my other hand, and you'll notice I didn't do them in the same pattern. I like having my nails very different. So we're gonna start over here on the pinky, and I want to put eyeballs on the pinkies. I'm gonna take some white here and just put it on my cardboard paper. Just get a little puddle. And with my tool here, it's got a little round ball on the end of it. So I'm gonna take that ball, dip it in the white. Just make some spooky eyeballs. And I gotta let those dry. Now how I clean off my brushes and my ball tips, I just put a little bit of acetone in the cap here. I give this a little twirl, and I just wipe it off on a tissue or a paper towel or whatever you have. I have tissues. Now, I'm gonna do the red nail. And for the red nail, I'm gonna have black ooze dripping down. We'll put some black on the paper here. Making the ooze is fun. I use my ball, and I start down here, and then drip up, pull it upwards. Tell me that doesn't look cool. I love making the ooze nail. Now for the green nail here, I'm gonna take my black nail art bottle. It already has a nice little skinny brush in there. And I'm gonna do some practice stitches. Whenever I'm doing small detail, I try to do some practice runs first. And I'm just gonna put stitches all over this green nail. It's like my Frankenstein nail. 'em. nail. 'Em. 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 'Em my stitched nail. Now for the candy corn nail, this is fun. I have to make sure I get my colors in the right order. And so I want the white to be at the top. I'm gonna have the yellow in the center and the orange at the bottom. So we're gonna start with putting white on the edge. And we add a strip of the yellow, and we add a strip of the orange. Now that we've got all three colors on the sponge, you line it up with your nail. Boop, candy corn nail. There is some cleanup on the edges that you'll need to do. If you can get some of it now, that's really good. Otherwise, later on, I just use a Q-tip and I'll show you how I do that. I'm gonna let that dry, and I do this again. We're gonna do a second coat of that. I don't know what I wanna do for my thumb. Maybe just green slime. I really like the slime. So we're gonna get some of the green out, and my little ball tool. Let's make some green slime. I like it. Yum, green slime. Now let's go back to my little spooky eyes over here. I'm gonna take my ball, dab it in the black, and give my spooky eyes over here some pupils. Spooky. Now I'm doubtful that this is completely dry, but I'm not patient and I wanna make my candy corn nail. So we layer this up again. Yep. Now I got all this extra paint around my nails. What I'm gonna do is take a Q-tip. This is my favorite trick. And I dip it in my nail polish remover. And I just clean up those edges. All cleaned up. I'm gonna work on this hand and I'll be back. Alright, so now that my nails have dried completely, I'm gonna go ahead and put a clear coat on top, and I wanted to make sure that they were completely dry because otherwise it will smear. I don't want it to smear. Because we used a sponge for this nail, there is some texture to it. But once we put the clear coat over it, that texture really like meshes in with the clear coat and it smooths it out. You'll also notice whenever I do my top coat, I do a line across the tips like this. It just helps to cut down on the chipping. That's usually where my nails chip first. It'll be right at the tips. There we go. There's the beautiful Halloween nails. There they are. So much fun. Super in tune for spooky season. I love them. Well guys, that's all I have for you for this week. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I put up new videos every Sunday. And until next week, just keep on marching to the beat of your own drum. Peace.